In terms of keeping it secret, it's nobody else's business. So, you know, I mean, from my perspective and my family's perspective, the steps I've taken recently are for me and for Mary Pat and the kids. And, you know, if asked about it, I would have never lied about it. But, you know, it's not anybody else's business but mine. And so, you know, that's the reason I made the decision that I did. That's all. I don't feel any more effective today than I felt 12 weeks ago. No. Listen, you know, folks who ask questions like that have absolutely no understanding of what's going on or this process. You know, this is about my long-term health. And I've been very fortunate for the last 50 years not to have any type of effects or complications from being overweight for the better part of the last 20 years. And so the decision that I made was that I tried a whole bunch of other things. They hadn't worked. This was an opportunity to try something different. And I'm doing it for my long-term health. This isn't like to feel better tomorrow. This is about being healthier for the rest of your life and to try to extend your life for as long as you possibly can. So, you know, from my perspective, you know, that kind of question just doesn't understand what the issue is. Now, listen, my decisions about anything to do with my career are based upon what I think is best for me and best for my family. And, you know, whatever size I happen to be when I have to make decisions about what to do next with my career, I doubt that'll play any role or effect in what I decide to do. I mean, you know, I think I've made that pretty clear to you guys over time. It's not, you know, it's not a career issue for me. It is a long-term health issue for me. And that's the basis upon which I made the decision. So it's not about anything other than that. No, my family's, it never convinces me to go public with stuff like this, I can guarantee you. They're not thrilled about the fact that this is public. They believe, as I do, that this is a personal issue for me and a family issue for us. And no, if you're asking me, did they convince me? Their presence convinced me, not anything they said. They certainly weren't saying, hey, Dad, go do this, or Mary Pat was not urging me to go and do this. This was my idea, and I came to them with the idea, and they were supportive of it. What spurred me to do it was, you know, again, as I said in this morning's newspaper, I turned 50 years old, and it made me think. You know, it gave, I got confronted with, you know, your own, you know, mortality as you start to age. And so from my perspective, you know, this is about Mary Pat and the kids and me. It's really not about anybody else. And it shouldn't be about anybody else. Everybody's going to have opinions, as is obvious from this, you know, scrum of people here today. But I don't, with all due respect to everybody here, your opinions on this issue really don't matter a whole hell of a lot to me.